All right, this is for job 61620. It is a 4,310 square foot 2-coat seal coat job. It says 268 linear feet of crack fill, but I just measured everything and it's 310. So we will be prepared for that. Yeah, again, 2 coats. There's also 2 alligator areas that we're going to use a new product on, and I'll show you that in a minute. But I'm on the right side of the house, sealing all the way up to here, so definitely got a moss bust and get things tidied up back here. And coming out to the driveway. So I'll show you guys in a second the property line because it looks kind of goofy from up there, but we have crack going all the way up the driveway. Some crack's going over here, over there, some by this little section. Perimeter is not too bad. We got asphalt going all the way up here on the left side of the house. So and that's the perimeter along there. Now this is alligator patch number 1. I'll face this way so we can get a better look at the area. So what we're doing is we're gonna tape the masking tape around this, and we're gonna use the gator seal to pour it on. So once we get all this cleaned out, blown off, we'll tape a box, use the gator seal, and we're gonna trowel it in smooth. Then what it needs to do is it needs to cure before we put down sealer on it. So that gives us time to deal with these areas back here, because we probably don't want to spray in that narrow of a place with the fence and the house right there. And it's pretty windy, so that overspray is going to catch and fly. And then I did let the homeowner know that these cracks are deep. They're super deep. So he knows there's going to be some reflective in it, and we're not going to fill it all the way up to the top. He's good with that. There is some moss on the edges. Easy to take care of. Now, property line. From this seam right here, you're literally going to follow this seam and go straight across. So following this, and from this point, we're just going to keep going straight to the road. And we'll tape off the top, and then that's kind of our area. Now, this is area number 2. It's the same deal. Clean everything through, get the rotary broom in there, clean all that stuff up, get it nice and clean, blow it off, get all the rocks and all the dirt out of it. We're going to tape the box like that, pour in the gator seal, trowel it in, get it nice and smooth, and then we got to let it sit and cure. Both areas are going to be in the sun the whole time, so it should flash pretty quickly. There are a lot of weeds like this, so we have to take time to clean it all up. Again, like this stuff, it's goes down to depth. Like you can tell, it's separated, it's going down to depth. My recommendation is using the rollout crack fill, because pulling a trailer in here and letting it cook up for 2 hours, I don't know if that'll be viable. But if we use the tape, I mean, it is long stretches though, so me and Troy will discuss. That's pretty much it. So 1 spot, 2 spot gator seal, back broom along the sides of the houses. Currently the wind's blowing at me, so we shouldn't have a problem spraying all this. We just got to be real mindful of overspraying into their area, getting on their little light things, getting shit on their neighbor's driveway. The road, it's a real quiet road. Not a lot of traffic comes through here. I would recommend using this area to stage in this gravel driveway, as well as the spot that I'm in. There is a mailbox here. There's room behind us to kind of be in this area. I would recommend bringing 2 paddles in case we have to roll out into the street and adjust or change anything, or offload anything that we might want to back here. So I would post a flagger right here in this driveway with the slow paddle if we're kind of hanging out like this, which most likely will be. So that's why I would just recommend mainly staging things here and then within the driveway. But when we leave the seal coat, we're doing the finishing touches, pull out to the left, park up in here. So I also want to use the roll-out crack fill so that we don't have to bring another truck, because it isn't that big of an area to stage. So I'm trying to think of ways to do everything. Like if we take your truck Troy with the seal coat trailer, load the equipment onto the trailer, and then roll out tape, and we just bring torches and stuff, we should be able to fit everything. So let me know what you think. Thanks.